All right, thank you. So I am going to share my screen. I gotta move all this stuff out of the way. Okay, so when you log into Cayuse now, this is going to be the new landing page, and it's going to come up with this My Task thing. Then My Task is going to allow us to communicate within the system if we have different items that we need to communicate with one another. So I signed in as a faculty member for this training, and you can see that the grant specialist, Jackie, sent the faculty member a task to complete the PI questions in this submission. So to get started, to go into Cayuse SP, we're going to click on the Products tab up here, and we're going to have three different options here. We have the home screen, which is this one. We have sponsored programs. The proposals S2S is the system that we use to submit to the federal grants, the grants.gov. And then if you're going to be doing any IRB work, you'll click on Human Ethics. So today we're going to talk about the sponsored programs part. This will be the new dashboard. As you can see, Faculty Test has 3 proposals in development, 1 under review, 1 submitted to sponsor, and 1 funded. And then this will list all of the proposals here. And you can see that Faculty Test is part of Francis faculty's proposal here. So not only do you see the proposals that you're a PI on, you'll also see them if you're a study team member in any capacity. So for the demo today, you can click on Start New Proposal, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to click on This is not related to an existing proposal or award. So pretend I click that button, and then you're going to go into the General Information page. This page will mainly be filled out by the grant specialist, so myself, Gina, or Melinda, and we're going to capture all of the pertinent information on this page about who the sponsor is, who's responsible, the title, the funding dates, and then a new part of 4.0 is now the proposal guideline will be uploaded right onto this general information page instead of into the general attachment page. There's also going to be this research investigator team. The grant specialists are going to complete this part for you here, and then this is where we're going to add our faculty or our team members in general. So you can see this one has Faculty Test, Francis, and then Dr. Inga Bretson is part of this project as well. When we add people into here, this is how it's going to affect our routing chain. And at this time, if you have a to be determined or to be hired team member, we will not be adding them because this only adds people who have active accounts, and we don't have one of those for someone who's not here. A quick overview of the budget page as well. At the top, you can see I need to remove this word label, but then it'll say a grant specialist is going to complete this page based on your approved budget. So we're going to still have you work with your departments and get your budget approved that way, and then the grant specialist will enter it into this page for you. If you are a department admin on the training today, you can see that we're going to be uploading the cost share commitment letter now within the proposal here. We're going to have a lot more information on how to do the cost share in this section. And then we have some additional options as well that, well, you can go to the training video to go more in depth on. But this is going to be similar to the budget template where all of the numbers get entered here. And down at the bottom, we are going to upload the budget template and the justification within the budget tab, again, instead of going on to the attachments page. You'll notice that these tabs have PI in front of them, so that will be the principal investigator's responsibility to complete these tabs. You can see that this one here has a number 1 on it, and this one is a number 2 without the green check mark. So we can't route a proposal until we have all greens, and so this is showing us that there was one question that didn't get answered on the intellectual properties tab. So I'll answer that one. It's going to save up here, and then it changes to green. And then on our proposal abstract tab, we have 2 acknowledgements that you will need to complete. This one is the one that's always there. The abstract may become public. And then this one is a new question, just reminding all the PIs that you are responsible for maintaining the project, submitting the reports and whatnot. So you'll have to click the I agree button there as well. It's going to take a second to change, and then we have all green check marks. So then you can see your routing chain here. Faculty desk is part of the biology department, so there's routing to them. And then the chair there shows the histories. This attachment tab would be for anything that you would just like part of the proposal, but maybe is not necessary for the submission itself. And yeah, so that's kind of a very high level overview. PI, our questions are still for the principal investigators. So if you have any, like when we give you instructions, we'll ask you to complete these tabs and those will be here. So if you're gonna like kind of start over and go to My Active Projects, a unique thing about searching for a project is you see you can't just put in your name. Oops, you can't spell it wrong either. In search, it doesn't work that way. You have to actually select a field that you want to search in. So you can put in like PI, and then if you scroll down just a little bit, it'll come up with PI, and then you can enter your name, and it'll search for all of your proposals that way. So if you lose a link or whatnot through email, you can look at it there. I was expecting me to not talk so fast and that to take longer than 7 minutes. So before I go on to the projects part or the awards part, does anybody have any questions on the proposal side?
So I'll just jump in a little bit, Jackie. If
Yes,
you go
please.
back out to the main homepage, what the PIs are going to see when they
Mm-hmm.
first get to the new Cayuse, I just want to reiterate the first step. So when I first saw the brand new version of Cayuse, my inclination was to click on new task, but we just need to remind everyone and emphasize that to get to the proposal section, you have to click down on the products. So that's very important. Remember to click down on the products and then go to sponsored projects. Once you click there, you'll be where you need to be. And you can see in the upper left-hand corner of Cayuse, it now says sponsored projects up there. So that's how we know that we're there. And from here, you can go to your started proposals or you can start a proposal. And just like we've always done in the past, we should be able to send you a direct link to your proposal. And however you're accessing Cayuse now will be the same after the update gets completed. It just looks a little bit different. And for the PIs, for the proposal record, a lot of the menu items on the left are the same. It looks very familiar. Like Jackie said, a few of them are different. Now the attachments are kind of sprinkled through, but largely this will look familiar to you and we will guide you through it. I know that the budget tab can be a little confusing to look through, and so we will definitely fill that out for you and we'll guide you through the budget how we've always done in the past. Again, I think it's just important to remember right off the bat when you click on it, remember to click the drop down under products to get to sponsored programs. That is most important step number one.
Thank you, Gina. Okay, I don't see any hand raised or any other questions in the chat, so I will show you the project tab. So the project tab is just going to show you just another view of all of your active awards and proposals, or enclosed, I guess. So all of your activities within Cayuse. For these, you can click on the project number. And this one shows me that this is my proposal number. And then if I click on awards, it shows that it's not awarded yet. If I go back to the project one and I click on active, it'll have the proposal number here, so I can get back to the proposal this way. Otherwise, if I click on, oops, I did that wrong. If I click on the award tab, it'll take me to my award. So the project is the overarching like file folder, and then within the file folder, you can access your proposals and your awards. You do not have any edit access in the award tab, only view access. So if there is something you'd like to see different or changed, or you feel like something is incorrect, you'll need to reach out to one of the grant specialists to fix that for you. But yeah, the award tab is going to just give you again the general information. It's going to show you your team members. It'll have your budget, and then your account fund distribution is what your index and fund number that grants accounting will set up for you. It'll again show you if you have any subawards. A couple of these other tabs are mostly just for our use and just for reporting and or routing. And we will be routing awards. That's a new function with the 4.0 system. We're going to route that to your chair, and then if there's special circumstances, like if there's overload pay or whatnot, then we'll also route that to like your finance person in your chair again, as that goes. So you can see the routing chain as for the award form as well. And then once you're in the award side, it will take you back to the project or the proposal. So everything is linked together, and we hopefully easy to find any information that you're looking for back and forth. Apparently I just broke it. I'm sure I just have to be patient. Vicky tells me all the time, you just need to be patient. It's a quality I'm working on. So then at the top, you can see you can go here, and then it does have a reporting function. So you will be able to pull a report for any of the awards that you are PI on, or if you're a team member of. So Frances faculty has a couple of different awards that she's in or on, and then you can export that if you need to any way. And then I also downloaded the proposal one, so you can see that she's PI on this one, and then Frances faculty is actually P on that one, so faculty test must be a co-PI on that one. This is an example, if you do a task on that initial screen that we kind of skipped over, but if you do assign those to one another, this is what the email will look like that way. And then if you are a department approver, it's also going to send emails to review the proposals just like it does now, and it will send them from awards as well. And then you kind of click on that link to get to that project that it's referencing within the email. Yeah, so that's it. That's kind of the really high level overview. Like I said, Vicky did a wonderful job with her training videos. She goes step by step. She explains everything and what it means and how it can impact you and some of the features. So I'm not even going to try to duplicate what she did. But those are kind of the things and how it's going to affect you. And that was my main goal for the training today. The award side as well, you do have to enter what it is that you're searching for. Instead of just start typing, I sometimes get myself mixed up on that. So just heads up for that as well. Um,
And I will say with the
mhm.
old Cayuse, we in 3.9, we didn't have a lot of power and flexibility in changing things. With Cayuse 4.0, we've built the proposals record from scratch. So that means it's much easier for us to change things. I'm sure as we go live, there will be things that we'll tweak along the way. So thank you for your patience for that in advance. And also as a reminder, Cayuse will be shut down this Wednesday, the 8th, and then it's scheduled to be back up on Monday, the 13th.
Mhm.
Are there questions, comments at this point? Things that we should have emphasized, Vicky?
Well, this is Samuel.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so the most important button is the products one, and that's got the smallest font.
Uh, yes. Yes, so right off the bat, that's where you'll want to go. And everything that shows up as a task, you will get an email about that as well, how you always do. And then it'll just also show up under that my task box right there. That kind of takes center stage.
And unfortunately, we don't have any power to change how big this part is. But you'll notice all of my misspellings within the application, or if I worded a question weird or whatnot, please feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to fix those. Um, yeah. Any other comments or things that we can show again? I tried really hard to talk slower the second time.
All right. Well, I will send out Vicky's links to the training videos that she did if you're looking for more detail. Otherwise, we'll have this recorded as well. So we look forward to working with all of you soon. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.